Huge suspension. Teaira McCowan just suspended from WNBA, fouling Indiana Fever's Aliyah Boston Dallas Wings. Teaira McCowan's recent suspension from the WNBA has stirred up significant discussion among fans and analysts alike, particularly following an intense matchup between the Indiana Fever and the Dallas Wings. The game, held at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, concluded with the Fever edging out the Wings 110-109, a victory that improved Indiana's record to 29 and positioned them favorably as they head into the playoffs. However, the match transcended mere numbers on the scoreboard, showcasing intense on-court drama, especially concerning fouls on Caitlin Clark. McCowan entered the game under considerable scrutiny, having already accumulated 5 technical fouls this season. According to WNBA regulations, a player who reaches 7 technical fouls faces an automatic 1-game suspension. As tensions escalated during the match, McCowan's frustration peaked in the second quarter after she received her 6th technical foul for arguing with the officials over a contentious call. This incident foreshadowed what would come later in the game. In the final moments, McCowan's on-court behavior took a turn for the worse. With just 2 seconds left, she received her 7th technical foul for shoving Fever forward Aliyah Boston, which resulted in an immediate ejection. The next day, the WNBA confirmed her suspension, ruling her out of the Dallas Wings season finale against the Las Vegas Aces on September 19th. Compounding the severity of the situation, the suspension was without pay, a particularly harsh consequence given that the Wings were already out of playoff contention. For McCowan, who had been a key contributor for the Wings throughout the season, averaging 11.7 points and 8.1 rebounds per game, this suspension marked a disappointing end to her campaign. While the Wings' playoff chances had already evaporated, losing a player of McCowan's caliber in such a manner left a sour note for the organization and its fans. On the other hand, Aliyah Boston, who was initially assessed a technical foul during the altercation, was fortunate enough to have her penalty overturned upon review. This decision spared Boston the usual $400 fine, providing a small victory for the Fever as they shifted their focus toward the playoffs. Boston has been a standout player for Indiana, and her continued presence on the court will be crucial as the Fever aim for postseason success. As the WNBA playoffs loom, the Fever are looking to build on their momentum, leveraging their recent victory and the growing confidence of their roster. Meanwhile, the Wings are left to reflect on a season marked by both promise and disappointment. The fallout from McCowan's suspension raises questions about player discipline and the impact of technical fouls on team dynamics. As fans eagerly anticipate the playoffs, the narrative surrounding both the Fever and the Wings will certainly be a focal point. The Fever, riding high from their recent win and bolstered by Boston's performance, will seek to capitalize on their current form. In contrast, the Wings must confront the reality of their season's end and the lessons learned from conflicts that marred their campaign. In conclusion, McCowan's suspension adds another layer of intrigue to the WNBA playoffs. With teams preparing for the postseason, the fallout from this incident will undoubtedly be a topic of conversation among players, coaches, and fans alike. What remains to be seen is how both teams will adapt as they head into this critical juncture of the season.